Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. You have entered into the Bravo with Sheila network. And I'm so happy that you are here with me and us, I should say, this evening, this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your continuous support on the Bravo with Sheila network. Listen, what does it mean to be at the intersection of life? What is it and what does it mean for you to be at an intersection of life? We never know what we will face when we rise. We don't know, even in midday, what will happen to offset and find ourselves on a particular intersection of life. As we crossed over, and I hope that this broadcast will transcend past what we're calling the new year, because it will be something that you can tap into as a reminder, whether it's the beginning of the new year, the end of a new year, midway. But what is the intersection of life? What does that mean to you? Well, once again, welcome to Bravo with Sheila Network. I am Sheila Ingram, and I thank you for tuning in. I am a licensed professional clinical counselor, and I am here to chat with you about some things that you might want to take notes of, or you might just want to take some mental notes, or it might just help you to navigate through what we all are navigating through as we have crossed over into a new life, a new position, and being in a place that we've never been in before. We are needing to embrace change. What is the intersection of your life? The intersection, which way are you going? Are you going up? Where are you going? Where are you headed? Where are you headed? We need to prepare because this helps our mental health. And I am interested and always concerned about the mental health of people, the mental health of families, the mental health of married couples, and just people in general. And when things shift and change, we need to also change with the time and understand that sometimes we need to shift or pivot or reinforce some things. Now, today we're talking about the intersection, right? When we cross an intersection when we're driving, when we cross an intersection when we have to deal with something new that we haven't dealt with, or things that we need to shift and move into. So, today, briefly, I'm going to chat with you about some mental health tips that might help you navigate into this new pivot or this new place, or just maybe a place you need to be in. And so, once again, welcome to the Bravo with Sheila Network. Let's get into our topic. I will be looking down at my notes and coming back with you, but I am always with you. And so, we're embracing a new year, and it is very important that we check in with ourselves. We must check in with ourselves. And I'm hoping by the time that you hear this or see this, that you will be able to send this to someone else, like, subscribe, and share this channel and especially this broadcast to help others navigate and help them to understand and check in with themselves. We must check in with ourselves. Many times we leave our life in the hands of others to the point that we give them so much power over our lives. We listen to what they think about us, what they say about us, and it goes internally within us. And it sometimes causes us to not be able to shift and move because we listen to the thoughts of others. I want you to be able to understand that in this intersection, right here, right now, today, I want you to take note of who you are, and where you are going. What does it mean to you today? Just before I did this broadcast, just before I got ready to push the record button, I got an emergency text and was told that a dear, dear sister of ours, a dear sister friend of ours, passed away. And the text read that I'm sorry to give you this information, but I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I think it's important that I share with you and we share with each other how important we are to each other, right? Not waiting to for a specific time, but saying it, and so that people can feel like they're loved and understand that just because I'm sending you this text to say that I care about you, I don't know what you're going through, but I love you. And I continue to read the text. And as I went down in the text, finally I saw why the text was being sent and why she was apologizing for sending this text so early. And she let me know that our dear sister had passed away unexpectedly. Unexpectedly. She was dealing with some issues, with some pain in her arm or shoulder, whatever. And they said it was muscle pain or whatever. Well, nevertheless, she's gone now. That is her intersection for today. She's not here to even make a conscious decision of what she should be doing or where she would like to land. Because guess what? We never know. Tomorrow is not promised to us, a second is not promised to us. And that's why I'm so concerned about us as a people, in terms of people across the world, and just those of us who get the opportunity to wake up. And we must be conscious that every time we have grace to be able to cross over into a new year, right? Many, many people did not get the opportunity. So let's not take it for granted that just because you're you, that you are positioned, that you would have life more abundantly in a day, and then tomorrow you're gone, or someone else that you love is gone. My heart is saddened because of this wonderful sister, powerful woman of God is no longer with us. Did she see it coming? Was this an intersection she desired? No. Did she even see that this was the road she was going to turn on? No. So I summon to you to just pay attention just for a few minutes. Let me drop some nuggets into you so that you may ponder, stop, pause, and reflect on some things about being conscious of where you are on the map, where you are on the intersection of your life. Where are you headed? So we know that many of us have a mixed excitement and apprehension sometimes when we're getting ready to shift into a new space and a new time. We know for some people are very reluctant to even, I'm not into the resolutions, but to think about what they'd like to do and what they'd like to continue that they didn't complete in the year prior. So many emotions flare up in individuals. Sometimes you never even hear, most times you won't even hear what someone is thinking about or have been pondering about the challenges and the opportunities, things that are getting ready to face them and run right into them that they have no knowledge of. So we need to sometimes try to prepare with to the unknown, prepare ourselves so that we'll be in a space where we can receive, where we can move forward, where we can handle some things that life will toss at us. Hallelujah. So, for those engaged in mental health therapy or anyone mindful of mental health well being, this is a period where we tap into this new channel, this new time for us to check in with ourselves. Yes, this period is an important time to reflect, a period to plan, and a period to embrace change positively. I said positively. So let's go a little bit deeper into understanding the psychological impact of the new year transitions as we find ourselves at a cross of an intersection of life. And so we know that the end of the year, it prompts us, naturally to reflect on past achievements and uncertainty. And we know the psychological impact of transitioning into a new year is profound. It can bring about a sense of urgency, it can bring fear of the unknown of what we're getting ready to face. But I want you to always check in with yourself. It is important that you keep up with yourself. You keep up with what you're feeling on the inside. You keep up with your mental. Keep up. Don't let life and things on your schedule, on your calendar, cause you to neglect you keeping up with yourself. Embracing change and positivity is something we need to work on. We need to accept. We need to have resolve within ourselves that there are some things we can't change. There are some things that we need to just let go and land in a place of resolve within our being, on the inner man of ourselves. So let's look at a couple of things I like to drop into you. Number one, reflect constructively. When you're reflecting, reflect constructively. Amen. All right. Number two, set realistic goals. Realistic goals. All right. Don't overcrowd your mind. Don't get so crowded in your mind that you become overwhelmed. One day at a time, short term goals, then long term goals. One day at a time, finish up something small and then move on to the bigger things. But do not try to manage everything all at one time. Let me just give this disclaimer. This is not a Christian channel, although I am a believer. So ever so often it might just come out because it's just naturally the way that I am and it's my belief system. So I am here not as a minister, I am here as a counselor. So you may hear me a word come out and it's just because it's who I am. But don't focus on that. Focus on the information that I'm giving you. Number three, embrace self compassion. And compassion, embrace self compassion. Know who you are. Feel the compassion of who you are. Embrace yourself and where you are, how you're wired, not how somebody else is wired. Embrace you. Be compassionate about who you are, where you're going, where you're headed in this intersection of life. Develop a support system. That is so important. And I know that having a support system is not always easy. If you're like me, I have a small support system because I have a trust thing where I have trusted so much in the past. I had to learn how to navigate through broken heart and disappointment, betrayal. I've had to navigate through so many obstacles and people who said one thing but meant another. And in order for me to keep my heart like the heart of a garden, I had to learn how to navigate and push forward and learn how to what? Work with the intersection of my life that I was going through and where I am now. Since that time, I have learned how to create a support system. I know that there are certain people that I can tell certain things to, and I know that certain things I say, there's certain people that don't have the capacity for me and where I am. That doesn't mean I don't have a relationship with them. It means I know who I'm talking to. And so you must know who you trust with the innermost things of your heart and your life. That means you need to learn and navigate through different friendships and relationships. Don't cut people off simply because you have a little rift. Just place them where they belong and always show the love of God from your heart. I just want you to understand that you will go through certain things with so called your village or people that are close to you, but that teaches you and it shows you who you're with and who's in your circle. Now, of course, there are some people that need to just be totally eliminated. That means out of your life, out of your circle. But you judge that based on situations you deal with people that are close to you or they say they love you or care about you. And then you realize that no, they don't really know what true love is. So you have to navigate and manage yourself, but you do need a support system. Stay open to new experiences. Just because you've gone through a traumatic experience or something that didn't turn out the way you intended it to turn out, don't close down to the point that you can't receive a new experience that could take you to the place called now and there where you're trying to reach. A new experience could be the very thing that you've been waiting for, you've been praying for, you've been hoping for. And don't let the past speak to your future. Don't let incidents and circumstances that weren't too happy in your life cause you to shut down totally. Learn to navigate through yourself. Stop, pause, and reflect on what you're feeling, where you are, but always know that there are new experiences, new hope, new things that are coming your way. So, this is something I want you to stay in tune with. I want you to stay in tune with you. We are talking about the mental health and the psychological impacts of crossing over into a new year. Mental health therapy as a tool for change. It is a tool for change. You don't necessarily have to have a therapist, but it's great that you do if you need one. It's great to have a counselor just to check in with when you need a little help to get through something. Mental health therapy is not just for overcoming challenges. It is not. It is also a tool for personal growth and adaptation. As you prepare for the new year, listen to me. Consider how therapy can help you in embracing change. You know, you see what I always have on my screen. When nothing changes, nothing changes. And change is difficult sometimes. Sometimes things will try to keep you locked in a position where you don't know how to move. You feel stuck. But remember, when nothing changes, nothing changes. All right? Let's keep it moving. So, whether it's through developing better coping strategies, improving relationships, which we should always be doing, improving our relationships. Yep, any kind of relationships, right? We need to constantly be bettering ourselves and evolving or building, listen, self esteem. That is something we continuously should work on. That is something that we need to build up if it's been depleted. Self esteem is something you can start out strong, but life can find a way to deplete you and your self esteem. I want your self esteem to be at a point where you're happy, where you're feeling good about yourself, where you know your self worth. No matter what has happened in your life, no matter what has tapped into your heart and caused you to be in pieces, I want you to be able to be healed. I want you to recognize the place that you're in so that you can navigate to that incredible place, that new experience that is waiting for you. Mental health therapy can be an integral part of your journey. Let it always be something that you are continuously checking in with yourself. Too many times, we as people allow other voices to shift our mindset and to cause us to think about ourselves the way they would expect us to. I want you to know your value, know your worth, and no matter what comes your way in your life, you are worth it to be happy. You are worth it to have everything that you are you are wanting in your life. All right. I want you to stay in tune with yourself. Let's go through something really quick before I leave you. Number one, reflect on the past. Reflect on the past year. Identify achievements and positive moments. Again, identify achievements and positive moments. Acknowledge challenges faced and what? Here it is, lessons learned. Lessons learned. You got to walk away with saying, lesson learned, no matter what it was, no matter what happened. Walk away with lesson learned. Take the jewels, leave the junk. Let's move. Let go of any regrets or negative feelings. Let it go. Don't look in the rearview mirror. It happened, meaning happened, past tense. You can't fix it. You should not want to pick it up if it's not going to edify you and get you to a place that you're trying to get to. Let it go. Don't give that much power nor mindset to others or things that have happened. Okay, let me just get a sip of water. It's early in the morning as I am recording this for you. I am trying to get things done. I'm getting ready to travel and I need to put things up and continue to be consistent in what I'm called to do. Let's keep it moving. Set realistic goals. I said that early on. Be realistic about your goals, okay? Choose achievable and meaningful goals for the new year. Did you hear me? What? You said say it again? I promise you, I will right now. Choose achievable and meaningful goals for the new year. Please do that for yourself. Ensure goals are specific. Be specific about your goals. Measurable. And here's a big word right here, attainable. Don't put too much pressure on yourself all at one time. You will reach every goal according to how you schedule it within your body and within your mindset. Scheduling your goals is a very important thing. But if you don't schedule them, they will all run in to the intersection of your mind. And in our minds, we have what? Intersections. Yes, we do. Everything is going left, right, center, right turn, up, down. We are trying to manage our life and the intersection of our life that we are on right now. Include goals related to mental well being, such as practicing mindfulness or reducing stress. Maybe you do yoga. Maybe you do prayer. You have prayer. Maybe you work out. Maybe you sit, you stop, pause, reflect with some wonderful music so that you can kind of breathe in and blow out everything that is holding you captive. Just breathe in the positivity and blow out the trauma, blow out the disappointment, blow out what you think is a failure. Do not contain it and hold it within you. Let's keep moving. Include goals that will cause you to what? Practice certain stress releasing uh, exercises. Take walks in the park. Do certain things for you that you know will edify you. Create a self-care plan. Now, sometimes we say, oh, I do self-care, but do you have a self-care plan? Do you have on your calendar such and such day, my massage day, such and such day, my gym day, such and such day, my pedicure and mani, such and such day for men going into the barbershop, for men as well, getting massages. I tell you, I can't live without a massage. Massages cause you to stop, pause, and let your body release the energy that you're carrying. So I would recommend to you to include that in your self-care plan. All right. Going out with your friends, having a nice moment, just chilling, having dinner. Self-care gives you a chance to woosah and just reflect and what? Bounce things off of each other. And so that you can receive as you're speaking to that those that you are with, and you can receive information maybe you didn't even think about to help you get to a goal or to help you get to a happy place. All right. So create a self-care plan. Schedule regular self-care activities. You have hobbies, make sure you pick your hobbies back up for this year. What is it that you used to like, that you used to do as a hobby that you no longer do? Why? Because life keeps life in. Make sure you grab back the things that life has taken from you. You are at the intersection of your life as you are crossing over into this new year. Strengthen your support system if you can. Reach out to friends and family for emotional support. Maybe sometimes you just have that one person that you can bounce off of. Maybe it's two, whoever, whatever. Always be in touch with that person. Don't become a recluse and then become by yourself, sitting by yourself, trying to manage life by yourself because it will overrun you and overtake your mental. Strengthen your support system. Engage in community things. Just go out, take a walk. They might have community concerts or certain things. Find yourself in a place now that you didn't find yourself in the year before. Strengthen your support system is very important. Develop a stress management strategy. Listen, we're talking about being at the intersection of this new year we have tapped into. What intersection are you at? Where are you? Are you going left? Are you going right? Is there different choices of which way you can go on this intersection? Which way are you headed, or do you even know? Do you even know? Focus on mental health education. Yes. Develop a stress management strategy. That is very important. How about reading some books? How about journaling? How about blogging? Doing some things that you like, that you've wanted to do, that you have not done. Attend workshops or webinars related to mental health or something that you want to do. Tap into you. Tap into you. Stop putting yourself on the sidewalk. Stop putting yourself on the side road. We're not talking about being on the side road today. We're talking about being in the intersection of life. Are you here? Here? Where are you headed? Do you know what road you're getting ready to walk on? But whatever it is, remember we're talking about mental health, therapy, and always being in touch with you. Evaluate and adjust your environment. This is so key. What kind of environment have you been in the last year? Was it toxic? Was it positive? What kind of relationships were you in? What were you doing last year that you should not drag into this new intersection of life in this new year? Evaluate and adjust your environment. Create a comfortable and calming living space. I hope that your home is not toxic. I hope that your home is so serene and so positive and so calm that it gives you the energy to do all the things that you want to do. If your home is not peaceful, then that's something you need to work on. That means that is your intersection where you are to work on having a calming space for yourself. Organize and declutter and reduce stress. Sometimes we move. I'm guilty of this. Going here, going there. This on the schedule. This is on the schedule. And the house begins to get out of touch. You begin to see things just, oh, you didn't put this up. This is here. This is there. Suddenly you're like looking like, how did it come? When did it become this? That's because the focus is on so many other things that's causing you not to create that calm space. Don't let clutter become your life, because when it becomes your life, the clutter represents what you're feeling, what you're going through. Take time or get help to help you declutter, okay? And definitely do not clutter yourself. Declutter. We're talking about the intersection of life and crossing over into this new year and the plan of the intentionality of what we're going to do this year. Okay, I'm almost done. Prioritize physical health. I said prioritize physical health. Schedule regular physical checkups. For me, every first of the year, I know it's like an alarm that goes off. Okay, now it's time for that whole physical, that time for you to check in. But during the year, I get my mammogram. During the year, I might get a stress test. During the year, I get little checkups, make sure that I'm okay if I'm feeling a certain way. I don't ignore me. I know that I have to pay attention to me because I'm juggling so much, such as you, whether you're juggling something, juggling a little bit or a lot. Check in with you, with your physical health, with your physical health. It is so, so very important. Engage in regular physical activity. Another thing I have to pull up in. I used to walk. I fell off from that. I am going to get on that intersection and start walking again like I used to. If you don't really care for the gym, find a friend, or like me, I like to put my headphones on and walk alone. I like to walk where I clear my mind. And I have to get back to doing that because guess what? 2024 kind of pulled me out of that space. So I'm at an intersection, just like I'm speaking to you. I am talking to you, but I am taking notes for myself as I'm giving you these tips. Okay? So prioritize physical health, monitor your physical health and how it affects your mental state. Do not ignore. Sometimes what you're going through physical is because it's a mental pull. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm not well. But if you stop, pause, and reflect, you will figure out it's because of your mindset and where you are that these feelings are transpiring inside of you. So be mindful of what you're feeling. Plan for fun and relaxation. Now here we are. This is my line, my lane, and my intersection. I love traveling. I love doing things. I love stop, pausing, and reflecting. I like walking to the park, sitting at the bench, sitting on the bench and just reflecting. I love breathing in that cool air. I love to go to certain places. I love to go to beaches. I love things that help me de-stress and to get me back where I need to be. We must have this plan in place. You must have a plan in place for yourself. You cannot, listen to me, you cannot just continue to just go, 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 and never, never love yourself enough to do these things that we're talking about today because life is life and pulling on you so much that you put yourself on the back burner. Do not do that. Remember, we're in a great space and we're looking at what? The intersections of our life of where we are now. We're not going down the same road we went down last year. And if we do, we know we've dropped off some packages and some baggage. So where we have a clear view, you need a clear view for this intersection. All right, let's finish up. Plan for fun and relaxation. Yes. Plan leisure activities and hobbies. Remember to ha ha ha. Remember to laugh. Remember to laugh. Laugh at yourself. Laugh. You have no idea how I live alone and I'm always laughing at myself. Listen, I love to laugh and I love to have relationships that we laugh, laugh, laugh. I love to laugh. Laughing is so much joy. Listen, always remember to laugh and have fun. Have fun with yourself if you're by yourself. Have fun. Remember to laugh. Do not let life deplete you and take away your joy and your laughter. Now, review and adjust your work life balance. Do I need to park there? I don't think so. Assess your work schedule and stress levels. Uh-huh. Set boundaries. That's a big word that I love. Boundaries, because people fail to have boundaries. Boundaries in relationships, boundaries with themselves. Boundaries is so important. If you don't have boundaries, you're in trouble. You will be in trouble. Okay? Develop coping strategies for handling difficult situations. What do you do when life taps on your door early in the morning, in the middle of the day, or in the evening and bring you bad news? What happens when you find yourself in the beginning of the year in a great relationship, but then midway, the relationship crumbles? What happened? We can go on with so many scenarios, but you feel my drift and you get my point. Develop coping strategies for handling difficult situations. Remember that it's okay to seek help when needed. And if you know me, I always say it's okay to not be okay. Did you hear me? It's okay to not be okay. I said it. I gave you permission to not be okay because in your not yetness, you will go through so many different experiences within yourself. Don't fight against yourself of what you're feeling. All of us are in our not yetness. And remember, always reach out for help. Again, having a therapist or counselor doesn't mean you need 10 sessions. Sometimes you just need somebody to check in with. Everyone needs somebody to check in with. The psychiatrist has someone they check in with. The counselors has someone they check in with. The therapist has someone to check in with because we're all human and we're all juggling life and careers. Okay? So prepare for challenges. Know that they will come. Know that life is not a bed of roses, but it can be rose filled. But it's not something that is always going to be a beautiful moment. Prepare your heart for challenges. Just know that challenges will come. Challenges are not always a negative. Challenges cause us to grow. Challenges know that when nothing changes, nothing changes. Challenges cause you to do something you've never done before, to see a new part of you, to see a new you continue to evolve. So, challenges is not a negative, and I don't want you to internalize it as a negative. It helps you grow character. It helps you to become a better you. Challenge yourself. Don't even just allow other things and people to challenge you. You challenge yourself to continue to grow and to be all that you can be. So I want to thank you for being with me today. I want you to develop coping strategies for handling situations that come to challenge you. Remember that it's okay to be not okay. So it's okay if you're not okay right now, but know that you will be okay if you learn to know how to compartmentalize certain things within you and don't let everything crash on that intersection. You don't want to crash. You want things to be able to flow and put this in this lane so that you can what? Go forward. So everyone's mental health journey is unique. Your mental health journey is unique. My mental health journey is unique. Feel free, listen, to adapt it to fit your personal needs and circumstances. You manage that. You manage you. The new year is a great time to focus on your mental well being and set the tone for a healthy and fulfilling year ahead. I am so happy you stopped by at the Counseling Corner with me, your girl, Sheila Ingram. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking time to take some of these tips that I've given you and incorporate them no matter what intersection you're on. Listen to me. You can make it and you can go forward, but we don't want to go backwards. We want to move forward. So if the intersection of your life is trying to cause you to look into the rear view mirror, refuse to look forward because ahead of you are the new things, the great things, the new experiences. And sometimes it gets a little scary because we all have a fear of the unknown. But go ahead and check it out. Check out what's waiting for you. And remember to always check in with yourself. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned for more of the Bravo with Sheila Network. Monday nights Beyond the Mic, Thursday with Dawn B, and me, Sheila Ingram, your counselor here at the Counseling Corner. All right, I'll see you again soon. I see my internet is acting up, it's choppy, but I'm hoping that it's well enough for you to receive what I gave you today. Stay well and remember when nothing changes, nothing changes. Ciao.